Good morning and welcome to Tuesday's edition of Channel Sport This Morning. I'm Taya Salam.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Cecilia Amogwe. Let's get started with the show. And of course, we're starting with table tennis. 8 men have been listed, 8-man army for the ITT World Junior Championship. And they will be led by national junior champions Amadi Ome and of course Esther Oribamiche. Both of them will be leading the 8-man team to the tournament where Nigeria will compete for honors in the singles, doubles, and the teams events.
Yes, Cecilia, 4 boys, 4 girls. I like the equality in that one there.
It's a nice one. Also, we'll go straight to ITT, the ATP Tour finals in London.
Yes.
Andy Murray was 20th victory so far consecutively, and he had to have a very easy ride over Marin Cilic at the O2 Arena on Monday, putting all his credentials on note because he's having a good run right now, especially for this title.
Wow, what a run, Cecilia. I mean, that's 20 wins in a row now for Andy Murray. Obviously, he is the informed player on tour right now. Okay, from tennis, we go to basketball, the NBA, and wow, the LA Clippers, have won their 7th straight win, after beating the Brooklyn Nets 127-95. That's how that one ended. I mean, the LA Clippers are going great guns at the moment, Cecilia. We've seen a couple of surprises this year. The Lakers have a winning record. It's a bit of a surprise to us. It's very impressive. But what the Clippers are doing, it is amazing as well too. It's still early days, but like I said, they've won their 7th straight game now, and they have the best record in the NBA as well. So they've won 10 and lost just one. It is amazing what they're doing. The regulars are still there. They have the core of their side, from last year as well too. Chris Paul, he had 21 points and 9 assists. Blake Griffin was on fire as well.
Also.
Wow, yeah, you can add that for good measure as well. So Blake Griffin, 20 points, and the whole team.
6 rebounds and 6 assists.
Exactly.
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick as well too.
So it's it's a complete squad.
It's a complete squad. I like what you just said there because they've got a very deep and experienced bench as well too. Jamal Crawford is there, Raymond Felton, Brandon Bass, Paul Pierce, the great Paul Pierce can't even get a game as well. So that's about the Clippers right now. They're on fire, the best team in the NBA in terms of wins. Okay, there were other games as well that were played down. Cecilia will go through quickly. It was yet another loss for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 104-88, the loss, despite 33 points from Russell Westbrook. Cecilia, what are we going to do about that situation? He's not getting any help.
Exactly. I talked about that before. When you have Kevin Durant leaving and you don't have a good replacement for him, Russell will definitely struggle. That's the way it is.
Okay,
all the results coming from there.
Yeah, all the results, and Cecilia. Houston Rockets defeated the Philadelphia 76ers 115-88. James Harden, 33 points and 9 assists. The Memphis Grizzlies, 102-96 win over the Utah Jazz. Vince Carter is still playing incredible basketball.
Surprising.
Came off the bench, 20 points. Vince Carter is 39-year-old, going to the NBA in 1998, a long time ago. It's good to see him still playing really well. In the last game, New York Knicks, they finally got a win, 93-77 over the Dallas Mavericks. Carmelo Anthony with 24 points in that one. Cecilia, we're talking about the OKC Thunder. I mean, when Durant, KD left, I mean, we knew it was going to be difficult to actually replace him. But then they went out and got Victor Oladipo. They gave him a massive contract, and he's supposed to be that guy, helping out.
It's not happening.
It's not happening for him. He had just 9 points, in that loss against the Detroit Pistons. So you wonder where they're going from here. I mean, how long can Russell, carry this team? Especially, the West is like really difficult.
It's difficult. Sometimes there's some players that can actually give their all, and when it's time to pack up, they pack up. But I don't know how long he's actually going to continue with that kind of performance. But another thing is, when the supports are not coming in, there's so little you can actually do because you can't just go on and on and on and on. And maybe it's just a little stutter on their part. Maybe as the season progresses, all of them can rally around him.
Exactly.
And he can get the support he needs. And maybe they can even still make the playoff.
Still a long way to go. And the record is not that bad.
But then, when you're having this kind of season that is not regular, so to speak, because you lose one, you win the next game, then you lose 2 in a row like that. And there's some teams you don't have to lose to. I mean, The Detroit Pistons, I was surprised that they actually lost by
yeah, but we've seen in
88-104.
Yeah, it was a very convincing win for the Pistons. I mean, we've seen in this season that, I mean, anything, we've seen the Lakers beat the Golden State Warriors this season already. So, you know, some great teams out there. Anyone can be beaten on a given day. But for OKC, it's still a long way to go. They have a 6-5 record. They've won 6, lost 5. So it's not totally bad for the Thunder.
6-5 record, not totally bad. Okay. Yep, it's not totally bad.
That's why it's not totally bad.
Now let's talk tennis now, talking about the ITTF World Championship in South Africa, Cape Town precisely, where Nigeria will be having 4 boys and 4 girls for that tournament, and it will be led by national junior champion, talking about Amadi Omer. He will be leading that team. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the ATP Tour finals in London. Of course, we have Andy Murray's 20th victory consecutively, Marin Cilic 6-3, 6-2. That was really pretty straightforward win for Andy Murray. Like I said it earlier, he's the player in form at the moment. It'll be very hard to stop Andy Murray, and it was a very, very easy win in his opener against Marin Cilic. Andy Murray, you know, he's never won in London before. He's aiming to actually win that for the first time and end the year as world number 1. On the evidence of what we've seen, you know, so far, it will take a lot to stop him, Cecilia. That's the fact. I said he's on fire at the moment. He's won 4 ATP Tour titles in a row. He won in Shanghai, you know, Beijing, Vienna, and Paris as well. So this is the last one now, and I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, it goes on to win this particular tournament. But of course, we're not going to forget that there's still Novak Djokovic in the other group, and it is very likely that they will meet in the final. It's likely because Djokovic, the last 4 years, he's been winning this, and the way Cilic actually pushed Andy Murray in the encounter, but somehow Cilic couldn't take advantage, you know, of some of the mistakes Andy Murray made. So it was just an easy victory for Andy Murray. And the next one, Stan Wawrinka, you know, losing to Kai Nishikori. It was definitely going to be a tough one. But Cecilia, surely you didn't expect Kai Nishikori to come up with a very, you know, easy win, I would say, as well. So for that particular match, 6-2, 6-3, you know, he ended in favor of Kai Nishikori. Remember what I said about Stan, you know? I said he signed out already. He signed out after winning the US Open. It's done. The season is over. He's just playing because he's qualified, and I'll be very surprised if he makes it out of this group. You know, when we anticipated a tougher game, you know, we thought there was going to be a very competitive, third player in the world, 5th ranked player in the world, and just failed to deliver. And at the end of the day, we just had an easy run. I felt this group was going to be very competitive. And even Andy Murray and the Cilic game also, both of them, I don't know, maybe, as you said, they may have just signed them or just, okay, let's just play the game and see how it goes. He's human. I mean, he is human. I mean, he's one that fatigue is setting in. Yeah, well, and psychologically, I just feel it's not. Switched off. The season is over. And but you never can tell. Yeah, you never can tell. We've seen stranger things, right? So, so far, so good. That group is looking like Andy Murray and Kai Nishikori might come through eventually. But today, the tour ATP finals continues. That's in the Ivan Lendl group, and we get to see Gal Monfils taking on Dominic Thiem. These 2 guys are debutants, and Cecilia never played at this tournament before until now. And Thiem, maybe we'll have a better game in those 2 guys. A better fight. Yeah, it should be. I think it should be a lot more competitive because they've only met once ever. Thiem, you know, won that particular one day they played. But the game definitely of the day has to be Novak Djokovic and taking on Milos Raonic. I mean, those 2 guys won the first 2 games. The big 7 Canadian. Exactly. Raonic has had a very good year as well too. So, but going up against Djokovic, you know, they've met 7 times, and it's been 7 straight wins for Djokovic. You tend to think the pendulum, you know, swinging in favor of Djokovic. Yeah, Djokovic. So, yeah, I think that's how it's going to pan out. Well, you know, if you check what happened to Djokovic in his first game against Dominic Thiem, he was losing the first set and even had to throw the ball. He was visibly angry and all that. I felt, okay, you're broken your racket and some of that things, but the other one wasn't the right thing to do anyway. At all. But when he faced the press later, you heard what he said. He wasn't really happy with the questions and answers and all that. But somehow, come on, you're a big guy, so whatever happens, they will definitely want to ask some questions. Now, I'm looking at that game and this one, I think he will definitely still have to struggle a little bit because Dominic Thiem, I felt it was going to be like more like a 6-3, 6-2 game, like an easy ride for him, straight set and all. But this one, he took him to 3 sets, losing the first set, but somehow the second set, 23 minutes, it was over,
Yeah.
and final set, he won it. So bringing in the last 2 sets he played against Athiem into this one against Milos Raonic.
I totally agree with what you're
That's when
saying.
he would be able to get his victory. If he doesn't do that, if he start the way he started,
might be
against
in for
Athiem,
difficult.
so you don't want to start losing sets, you know, because sometimes at the end of the day, maybe 1 set or 2 sets might just make the difference for you to get into the semi-finals.
Yeah, exactly, Cecilia. So for Djokovic, I totally get why you're saying that. I mean, his form has been erratic, as well documented, and so playing against a very good player and Raonic as well too. If he doesn't bring his A game, yeah, he might just get shocked. But I still think Djokovic has what it takes. I mean, he has the edge over Milos and Raonic. So we'll see how it pans out later today between those 2 guys.
Okay.